Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
Wild like an animal.
That's right, kids. Welcome back to part 2 of Man and Wolf, here only on the Marvel Tales podcast. All right, kids. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, howling at the moon. It is
Justin the Owl ripping his way into Man and Wolf Part 2.
Russell. Wow.
There he is.
Hey, Russell, I heard the news. Good job, man. Congratulations. I heard the Eagles landed. Good job. All right, so yes, kids, we're back to do part 2 of Man and Wolf. This time, Captain America 405 through 408.
Yeah.
408, and it's 3 stories in one regular size issue.
There's a lot going on here. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yes, Russell, I would very much appreciate an email slip. Nip slips, email slips, it's all good. All right, so. All right, should we get into these? Because
yeah,
an extra issue this time. All right, so. Oh man, a stupid screen here. All right, kids. So yes, like I said, we're back to do the second half of Man and Wolf. This time we'll start with Captain America 405 from August 1992. And oh my god, I love this. This might be my favorite cover of this storyline. Yeah,
me too.
Even better than Captain America vs. Wolverine.
Yeah. Especially because his face is in the shadows.
Yes, because it's like we haven't seen him as a werewolf yet. So it's like you see that cover. It's like, oh, it's here.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a smart decision not to show the face on that cover. Yeah.
Yes, you're right, Russell. It has been a hard day. So. All right, so yes, Man and Wolf Part 6. Dances with Werewolves.
Dances with Werewolves, I know.
That's the perfect 90s title for a werewolf story.
Mark Greenwald had some great titles for his stories.
Oh, yeah. He was punning business. And just from what I've heard from like guys like DG Chichester and a few other creatives at Marvel at the time, yeah, I think Mark Grunwald would have been an excellent person to talk to, and I think he definitely would have gotten our sense of humor.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he'd be cracking jokes with us all the time. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, again, writer Mark Grunwald, penciler Rick Levins, inker this time Steve Alexandrov, colorist Gina Going, letterer Joe Rosen, and editor Ralph Macchio. So yeah, it seems like the team's staying together, but
different inker this time.
Yeah. Different inkers, and like what was it last issue? Last week we had like 3 different inkers on that issue. So yeah, it seems like the inking's taking a toll. This every 2 weeks is taking a toll on these inkers. So
yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, and it is a noticeable difference in the art in this issue. It looks very much different from the previous 3.
Yeah. But again, I was going to say, I wonder if like inking is it so more meticulous than the penciling, because the penciler can just like, okay, I'm going here, but like inking, you have to like follow like, the road that the penciler's already laid down for you, and you got to add shadow and contour and just everything. It's a lot more detailed work.
Yeah, that's always the impression that I got, was that it was a lot more time consuming to do inking. At least for the most part, for most inkers than penciling, because it's like a lot more meticulous detail. Yeah,
like we said that last issue, it's like depending on an inker, man, you can make 2 different inkers can make the same penciler look completely different.
Totally, yeah.
All right, here we go. First sentence. We're jumping right in. Cap turns into a werewolf, but his super soldier serum enhanced physiology allows him to shake off Dredmund's hypnosis. Dredmund uses his power to transform some townspeople into wolves to pursue Capwolf. In the middle of the day, kids.
In broad daylight.
Meanwhile, Jarvis heads back to Avengers Mansion while Bernie stays with Dennis in Central Park. A mugger suddenly snatches Bernie's purse and she chases after him, leaving Dennis alone. Really? It's like he's been missing for how long? Now he's about to go missing again.
Again. Yeah.
It's funny. She keeps sniffing around, trying to get back with Cap, but it's like all of a sudden she loses Dennis, and all of a sudden, we don't see a lot of Bernie anymore, do we? She makes herself scarce after that,
Yeah. On second thought.
Dr. Druid investigates Starksboro, finding a church filled with druid artifacts, including the Moonstone. Dredmund confronts Dr. Druid, and they enter a magic battle of wills. Capwolf tries to reason with the werewolves chasing him, but ends up fighting Wolverine, having to blind Wolverine to get away. Yeah, man, he scratches that face up.
Yeah, he claws his eyes out, yeah.
Yes, Bernie discovers that Dennis has wandered off. While Dr. Druid loses the Dredmund, Moonhunter chases Capwolf toward Nightshade. She calms Capwolf down with her pheromones. Whoa.
Oh, my.
Oh, my. Yeah, because
wild like an animal.
All right, so what you think, Justin?
I liked this. The art, I mean, it is noticeably different from the previous few issues. The only gripe I have with this is the introduction of Dredmund. Like the past 3 parts of this story, he's like in the shadows.
Yeah.
They're very deliberate to kind of keep his face hidden and to keep him from being revealed. And the way that that he is revealed in this issue is just kind of nondescript, nonchalant. Like all of a sudden he yells at a bunch of people from this balcony up in his house. Why aren't you stopping him? You people, stop that wolf. Like, and there's this one panel of him shouting at them, and I'm like, oh, well, it's kind of takes the drama out of it, but there you go.
Do you think it's kind of where it was just like, well, how do we introduce him? And it's like, it's not going to be like a shocking reveal because, pretty much most people probably reading this are going to be like, who?
Right, yeah. I don't know. It just seemed weird to me that they'd went to such efforts to keep his face, to keep him cloaked in the shadows, and then just have him kind of like waltz out onto this balcony and start shouting at people in this one panel. It just seemed like a weird way to introduce him.
Because that's what I was thinking. I think the big reveal was, they played it for the big reveal was like, oh look, it's not Superior.
Yeah. This is a different character, right? Yeah. That part was, and rereading this, it's still weird to me. Like that. Yeah. That whole panel, that whole page is just weird to me. It's just a jarring experience in the middle of this issue, but I really enjoyed it on the whole. Oh. Yeah, what did you think of the? Did you like the fight between Capwolf and Wolverine where he claws his face?
I did like it, and I also like, we did get like Cap's view of things, even just in the thought bubbles. His thoughts are more primitive, but it's like we're still getting like Cap's view, just like wolves after me, he's like, he's trying to talk, but he can't talk.
Yeah, like an inner kind of werewolf monologue.
Yeah.
Like sharp claws, shiny things. Yeah, talking about his Wolverine's claws. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I looked here. Dredmund's first appearance was Strange Tales 144 from February 1966.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I've got to go back and read some of that stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it looks like the first person he fought, of course, was Nick Fury. And then it's saying, let me see it. His second appearance looks like he fought Captain America through the Alchemoid. I think I do remember that issue, but yeah, Captain America 187 and 188. So.
I'm gonna go back and reread those.
Yeah, it looks like that might be. That looks like that was his last appearance before this. So yeah, so he was in Captain America 187 and 188. It does not make another appearance until Man and Wolf. So
Yeah. Another deep cut villain.
Over 200 issues, kids. This,
Yeah. Yeah. Mark Gruenwald was doing his homework as usual.
Yep. So that's what I'm saying. The big reference, that's why people are just like, we're going to be like, oh, yeah, that guy. Oh, yeah. Because, his last appearance before this, Captain America 188. Cover date, August 1975.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So almost 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's crazy. I love it.
Yeah, because, we were talking about Nomad last time. I think this is, right after the Nomad stuff.
Mm-hmm. You have the Alchemoid. I don't even remember that.
Mm.
Wow.
I've seen this cover before. I think I've read this, but it's been long. There's the cover, 188.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I must not have read that one.
I'm trying to remember. It's been a long time, but I think Dredmund might have put him in a maze or something, and then he has to this Alchemoid or something.
Okay.
Oh yeah, 180. Oh, it was written by John Warner, so I don't know if it might even been a fill-in thing. So
yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't. Gosh, I really don't remember that.
Oh, you're gonna want to read this. Penciler Sal Buscema.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely.
So you know what that means, kids. Someone's getting across the room.
That's right. That Alchemoid's getting punched right in the face.
I love it. Yeah, every issue, someone's getting punched. They go flying across the room, mouth all gog.
Yeah, their arms flying and all their limbs flailing akimbo. Yeah, it's the best.
Oh my god. Oh my. Oh wait, is Sal still with us?
He is. Yeah.
Oh my god, that would be. I mean,
that would be the interview of a lifetime.
I don't know if he does interviews anymore, but just the amount of. I mean, he's all the Spider-Man issues he did.
Spider-Man,
the
Hulk, yeah,
Captain America.
It's incredible the amount of stuff he's Thor.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's just the incredible amount of Marvel stuff he's done. Yeah. And Rom, the Space Knight, as you're going to discover next year once you get the Romnibus.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's right. We're gonna have to do some of that. Did they put a date on that? I know they said next year, but did they put an actual date next year when that's coming out?
I thought I remember seeing January. But
oh, nice. Beginning of the year. I was gonna say they're not gonna make me wait till partway, halfway through the year or something, are they?
I might be wrong, and they could probably change it, but I thought I remember seeing January. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me look this up here. Oh. Again, it is Marvel Tales, kids, and we are going to get to this.
That's right.
There we go. Yeah, Omnibus. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Now Marvel Properties, the Omnibus arrives in January 2024. All right. Yes.
Nice. Yeah. Good. Hopefully they'll keep to that date, and we'll have it in the start of the year to look forward to.
Oh, are they doing one of those things where they put out because they said the facsimile issue arrives in September? So are they reprinting the first one maybe?
The first issue, yeah, yep. Which was also a Sal Buscema. Yeah, he did the first, I think 50 or 60 issues of Rom, and then Steve Ditko took over after him. So, yeah, that's also some great Sal Buscema artwork in Rom.
Heck yeah. Oh yeah, I'm just looking at all these yeah, all based on it. You know what? Marvel really I think succeeded in these comics that based on toys. I mean, what did Rom got? What 70 some issues or
75? Something? Yeah, and a bunch of annuals. And
I mean, Transformers went to 80. That first run. GI Joe. Oh my, GI Joe was what, over 150?
Over 100. Yeah. That was the most successful, and even the Micronauts went on for years.
Oh, that's the other thing. Was that last episode we were talking about this, that the IDW stuff, or oh no, that might have been when we were off air. The IDW, I told you, GI Joe Transformers they're doing.
Oh yeah.
I guess one of the GI Joe things is once again Larry Hama is going to come back and keep his GI Joe run going with issue 301. So.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
I love it. Doesn't matter what company has it, they bring in Larry Hama to keep the run going. There's an interview. I mean, I know he's like Wolverine too and stuff, but it's just like talked about G.I. Joe because
What was your favorite company to work for and why?
like it don't matter, it's the same thing.
Yeah, I know.
I just want to ask him why he loves G.I. Joe so much. Yeah, but like, man, because he's been writing that since the 80s.
Yeah, 40 years. Like, yeah, it's wild. I love it though. I love it, and
I know.
I collected that for years, and it was always consistently good.
Because I think that's probably going to be a record for like a guy writing like a book like that isn't like his like creator owned. Like he doesn't own the rights to that.
Right, and that has gone to several different companies like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the only people who've had runs like that are like Todd McFarlane on Spawn, but that's his creation.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and I think that stayed at Image ever since the beginning.
Oh
hasn't
yeah,
it?
that's what. Yeah. And that hasn't moved. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
That's like Image's flagship title. They're not touching that. They like do whatever you want, Todd.
All right. But yeah, we're doing ROM stuff.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Maybe someday we'll do some Marvel Transformers because again, Marvel Tales.
Definitely.
All right. So, any other thoughts on this first story, or shall we get to the backup?
Yeah, not much else. Yeah, I wasn't really a fan of the inks in this one as much as the previous issues. It was kind of a little rough in places, but the story was still good. Yeah, and
But again, that cover is incredible.
the cover is amazing. Yeah, and we got a great cliffhanger because Dr. Druid got knocked out by Dredmund. He lost that duel. And then, it looks like, is Cap under the thrall of Dr. Nightshade?
Oh.
Oh. So that was another good cliffhanger ending.
All right. And yes. And then once again, so yeah, we get another Diamondback Crossbones backup cross country. By the same team. We haven't changed that team. Diamondback successfully retrieves Captain America's blood samples for Crossbones. They drive cross country from New York to the Red Skull's headquarters in Colorado. There they are attacked by the Skeleton Crew. The new Skeleton Crew.
The new Skeleton Crew. Yeah, this was a different incarnation. Yeah, what did you think of the Skeleton Crew, by the way? Did you like
it? Was interesting. I mean, the Mark Grunwald's picks, it's like Blackwing, like was that like the 50th version of Jack-o'-lantern?
One of many, yeah.
Yes.
With a very different looking costume.
If I was Crossbones, I'd be like, oh, it took 3 guys to replace me? Okay.
Right? Yeah. That's actually quite a compliment.
Yeah, boss. See. And again, yeah, looking at this, I mean, that Larry Alexander art isn't bad. It's just not Rick Levins.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's tough to follow like Rick Levins when you're not at that caliber of art, in my opinion. Maybe that's a harsh thing to say, but I don't know. I just thought Larry Alexander's art was good, but it just was kind of basic. Yeah.
So is this like meta commentary on Crossbones and the Red Skull? Because you see that license plate on the back of the cars they're leaving New York. Why not me?
Why not me? Yeah.
Why not me, boss?
Funny. Yeah. He was really torn up by that Crossbones.
Yeah.
By the Red Skull ghosting him. He was really messed up about that.
Yes, it's the branding, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I mean, at this point, he's synonymous with the Red Skull. I mean, yeah, it would change a little bit later, but yeah.
Yeah.
Unless Crossbones knows something, and no one else is going to hire him or something.
Mm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's worked for the Red Skull. Yeah, we don't want him.
Oh, it worked. What's this on his resume? Yes, number 2 to a Nazi. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, no thanks.
Again, I mean, we've already seen. It's like even Magneto's like, oh yeah, I'm bad, but I ain't no Nazi.
Right. Yeah, same thing with like Kingpin and Doctor Doom. I mean,
yeah, because Red Skull and King that's another highlight of Streets of Poison, like Kingpin Red Skull fight. Yes,
yes, in which the Kingpin falls on top of him.
they stripped out and fight.
In the middle of a baseball field. I was like, what is going on here?
I know. Like after a Mets game or a Yankees game or something. There's
Strip down, have a fist fight in the middle of a baseball field.
That's so funny because at this point, that's Red Skull is not a mask; it's actually like his skull.
Yeah,
red dust in his face, and I love because they stripped out to get search for weapons, and the Red Skull's like, "I'll let your men touch the skull."
it's really my face.
Can you imagine having that job? Yeah, search the skull.
Oh yeah, no thanks. I'd rather take my chances.
Oh yeah, there's so much going on. Streets of Poison. Oh, a Bullseye appearance. Oh, there was so much.
Bullseye. Yeah.
Daredevil.
Oh, and Daredevil gets beat up by Captain America in that one.
Yeah, well, he wasn't in a good way at that point.
No.
He just escaped Mephisto's realm. Oh, kids, the early 90s.
Yeah, it was a wild and wacky world over at Marvel, I'll tell you.
I love it. I
love it too.
I love what I mean, Disney's done some good things, but it's just like I love when they weren't part of like this huge corporation, or it's just like, you want to do this story? Yeah, let's do it, as long as we sell books, let's do this story.
Yeah, I loved it too. I felt like there were a lot of really cool things being done at this time in Marvel. Yeah, in the early 90s. Definitely. Yeah, I don't think they were as afraid to, like, for example, like going back to Mark Grunwald and Captain America, a few years before this, when Ronald Reagan got turned into a snake man.
Oh,
like,
they too.
Could you imagine them doing a story now where Joe Biden got turned into a snake man, or Donald Trump or something like that? Like, no, I could not see that happening in the 2020s. No. So by that virtue alone, yeah, I agree with you. I miss the days when Marvel kind of got away with more doing more adventurous stuff like that.
Again, just talking to some of these creators from back then, it just seems like, it's like as long as you had like a hook or a gimmick, it seems, especially for the 90s, like, let's just try it. Let's,
Yeah, and sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the next one.
Yes. This one has quite a crew.
And the cover kind of gives away into the next appearance of another X character. So
yeah.
Captain America 406. What is this, part 5? Yeah, there's 6 parts and then there's an epilogue, kids. September 1992. Leader of the Pack. Same team. Danny Belandi's back on inks. Dr. Nightshade leads Capwolf into the wolf pit, where he finally finds John Jameson in his man-wolf form. The two fight for dominance. When Cap wins, he gains the other werewolf's respect. Meanwhile, Dredmund prepares the captive Dr. Druid for a ceremony. Wolfsbane, Lord the Starksborough by the Moonstone, teaches Capwolf to talk in his new form. Elsewhere, here we go, kids. Shatterstar tells Cable that Feral has gone missing. Oh yeah, I forgot Feral's in this for 2 seconds.
And Feral's a cat, by the way. Like we're dealing with all these lycanthropic people that are like half wolf, and Feral is like part cat. So
again, Wolverine felt the pull. He's a human mutant. He felt the pull.
Shouldn't Tiger have been in this too? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Yeah, shouldn't Tiger have been in this story?
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
Thank you, #1 Tiger fanboy. Oh my god, I want to do one. That's what we need to do next year. We need to do at least one episode of Tiger, and Ray will be
yes.
Yeah.
There's so much Tigra that we could talk about.
Get Ray on here. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Capwolf rallies the werewolves and they escape through teamwork. Meanwhile, Bernie continues the search for Dennis. Passing a captive Wolverine, Capwolf and the werewolves run into Moonhunter and Nightshade, capturing them both. Nightshade tells Capwolf that Dredmund is performing a ceremony to solidify his power, but Capwolf arrives too late to stop Dredmund from slashing Dr. Druid's throat onto the Moonstone. Dredmund places the blood-soaked Moonstone on his own throat, empowering him. That doesn't seem sanitary. All right, thoughts, Justin?
Well, also that escalated quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that escalated.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So what were we saying? So Feral, Feral's actually a cat. Okay.
Yeah.
You're a puss.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Feral. She was one of the members of X-Force that I really loved. But I thought it was weird that she was in this when we were just talking about werewolf people. But I loved Wolfsbane. I thought it was great that she showed up in this and that she was the one that taught Cap Wolf how to how to talk in his wolf form. I really liked that. I thought that was a nice little piece to the story.
Oh yeah. And they would mention Moonhunter gets unmasked and Cap's like, I thought maybe this was John Jameson. But this is no one I've ever seen before.
Who is this guy? Oh, we don't know. His name is Zachary Moonhunter.
I know. Nice change. Another one who uses his own last name as a code name. Oh no, that's Zachary Moonhunter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, Bob America. Okay.
Esquire. Yeah, I was surprised too, about the Dr. Druid getting his throat slashed at the end of this. I was like, "Ooh, he's actually going to do it." I thought that for sure Cap would stop him right before he got the chance to do that, but I was wrong.
Well, that's another thing with Grunwald picking Dr. Druid to use because it's like for the drama's sake, because they're if they use Doctor Strange, they're not killing Doctor Strange, but they're like, oh, maybe they might kill Dr. Druid,
Right? Yeah, and that's what I thought. I thought, ooh, did they really bring him back just to kill him off again? It would not be unlike Marvel to do that, but
no, yeah.
So yeah, I thought for sure. Wow, I was reading this the first time. I thought this might be the end of Dr. Druid again.
Yes, I mean you got me thinking now. So at this era of the X books, every X team has like a hairy animalistic at least one member. Yeah, because Wolfsbane, Feral, even the X-Men Beast is on there in his blue hairy form. Yeah,
and Wolverine and
Wolverine.
Excalibur had their own kind of shapeshifter. Megan could kind of turned into a kind of like a bestial form a few times.
Didn't they have a guy join later? Was he kind of hairy? I'm trying to remember his name.
Yeah, Kylun. He was like he was a warrior from another dimension, like a parallel dimension thing.
Well, and then of course we had Nightcrawler who had his own
Nightcrawler, right? Yeah. And didn't Generation X have like a feral, like hairy, bestial character like that too?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I feel like that the late 80s, early 90s kind of set that template for the team, the X team, where you would have like a really bestial character with sharp claws like Wolverine, like Wolfsbane, like Feral.
It seemed like the 90s, like most of the super teams had like a template where it says like, yeah, you have to have a hairy member, you have to have a super strong guy.
Yeah, you'd have to have a really deadly, like a really deadly femme fatale.
Yeah,
that was really good with blades or like whatever,
and hardly dressed. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, and somebody that could shoot blasts. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. There was a template set somewhere in the early 90s, and Image, DC, like everybody followed it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. because like when me and Lilith, I mean, we're covering those Avengers issues for Heroes Reborn. I'm like, oh, this is Rob Liefeld paint by numbers super team. It's just like, yes, because he brought in his own version of Hellcat, who was basically like
Hellcat,
yeah, just like okay, Jack.
Yeah. Oh, here's Feral. I mean, Hellcat.
Exactly. when you can't get the X-Men.
Right. Make your own. Exactly.
All right. So, anything else on this first story? Shall we get to the next backup?
Yeah, no, I think we covered everything with that. I loved this part 5 because it really set things up for an exciting conclusion to the story. Yeah.
And again, it's like cliffhanger. It's like, oh yeah, Dredmund's got the power, and is Dr. Druid dead?
Yeah, you can see Dredmund changing, metamorphosing, but you can't really see what yet, into what yet. So that was cool. Made you wonder what he was going to turn into.
All right, so the backup fight on Skull Mountain.
Yeah.
Crossbones and Diamondback battle the skeleton crew along the mountainside. After reaching the top, they are subdued by armed guards. Cutthroat recognizes Diamondback as his baby sister. Well, yeah, they get to the top because Diamondback threatens to kill one of them.
Yeah, she's got one of her diamonds pressed right up against Jack-o'-lantern's heart, and she threatens to kill him unless they take her up there.
I mean, and again, I mean, Diamondback, way to go. I mean, even though Crossbones has been training her, like after a month of like solitary confinement in the pit where she was hardly eating, I mean, she still leaps off that mountain and grabs Jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, and then Jack-o'-lantern elbows her in the gut. It's like, yikes, poor Diamondback can't catch a break.
Oh yeah, because she's like, I'll put this diamond through his heart with a fast-acting snake venom. But yeah, Cutthroat recognizes Diamondback even with the mask and everything.
Yeah. Oh my God, that woman! She's my sister. Yeah, because the Crossbones calls her Ratzel.
Mm-hmm. He's like, what kind of name is that? Like, wait, Joe, what?
Yeah. Oh, Ratzel. Yeah, and the artwork by Larry Alexander actually looks better in this one. Yeah, I like it a lot more in this one.
And I mean, Cutthroat wasn't a huge character, but again, it's Grunwald, making him the brother. He had appeared before.
Yeah, he was in I think it was a Marvel team up, right? Spider-Man and
was it Nightcrawler?
Nightcrawler. Yeah, in a circus. Yeah, and I think that was in the 70s. That was a while ago.
Yeah,
before this issue. Yeah.
Yeah, because he might have appeared. I'm trying to remember if he appeared anywhere else too. Here we go. Yeah, Daniel Layton. Okay, there's the crossbone stuff. Looks like. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Marvel Team Up 89. And then Captain America 394 through 396, where he gets the job. It's saying Captain America 319. That's like that Scourge issue. He wasn't in that, was he?
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, no, I'm not seeing it. It's saying that Marvel Team Up 89 with Spider-Man and Nightcrawler.
Yeah, that's the only one
Yeah, I don't know why if they had Captain America 319, unless that's a mistake. Yeah, it looks like he was just in that Marvel Team Up issue and then right to the Captain America stuff. So once again, Grunwald taking a one and done villain and
doing something with them. And yeah, he appeared for quite a while actually. In this Captain America run. 395 through 408, yeah.
God, he eventually shows up again. Oh Lord, as part of the Hood's gang.
Oh, did the Hood resurrect him with his magic?
I guess I don't think he was dead. Oh wait. Oh no, it does say where Crossbones kills him, but then, however, for unknown reasons, it transpired that Cutthroat was seen alive and incarcerated in the super criminal prison, the Raft, where he is
Okay.
content. I mean, spoilers, gets his freaking head cut off. All pretty
Yeah.
back. Comics. I got better. Chopped off better.
'Tis but a scratch.
I mean, I would assume the Hood resurrected him because
Yeah. Well, that was why I asked you what my first thought was.
then
Because
later on,
he brought a bunch of villains back to life.
I mean, this dude has to have a healing factor because it's like later he was seemingly killed by Doc Dakin, Wolverine's son.
Oh.
However, he somehow survived and was among the Camp Hammer troops teleported to Asgard in the Oklahoma to fight the Asgardians in the Avengers. Oh my God! So the guy's been pretty much dead twice, and now he's back.
And he was fighting Asgardians? Damn.
Oh yeah, I remember this. So yeah, then the wizard put them together to the battle Doctor Doom when he decided to be the new Iron Man. What was that? Irredeemable Iron Man.
Ooh, I missed that one apparently.
Yeah, there was a series when it was like first one like Riri Williams first took over. Tony Stark was supposedly dead, and then at the same time, Victor Von Doom was trying to go straight. Oh my God!
No,
basically trying to be the new Iron Man.
Oh God! Was that after Superior Spider-Man?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, everyone. Yeah, they're trying to.
Yeah. Let's make the bad guys good and the good guys bad.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I was gonna show you the cover of the first one. No, I don't want Irredeemable Ant-Man. Oh, maybe it wasn't Irredeemable. Maybe it was. What was it? It was something like that.
Irrepressible. The irascible Iron Man. Or irritable. There we go. The irritable Iron Man. That would be perfect for the Victor Von Doom one.
Irritable Bow Iron Man. Oh wait, the collection's just called Doctor Doom Iron Man? Jeez. Hold on, let me see the synopsis here. Maybe to give me the original. It's not Irredeemable, but it's something like that. It's driving me crazy. I can't remember it. Damn it, it's not telling me.
Infamous?
Oh, it might be Infamous. Yeah.
Infamous Iron Man.
Yeah, that might be it. Yeah.
Oh, I think that's it. I'm looking it up now. Infamous. Bendis wrote this.
Yes. It's around the time Bendis was writing Iron Man. Yes.
Good God.
Maybe that. Oh, by coincidence, that's why you didn't read it.
Wow, what a surprise! Why didn't I know about it?
Yep, Infamous Iron Man.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he went good because I remember that point. His face was miraculously healed. And then what do you think sent him back on villainy again? His face got screwed up again.
No. Yeah.
He is such a big college dropout.
It was that simple.
All right, should we get to the next issue?
Yeah, let's talk about the conclusion.
Man, we really got off track with that.
That's all right. The conclusion to Man and Wolf.
What the heck? Oh yeah, the conclusion. All right. Well, I lost my place there for a second. All right. All right. So Captain America 407 with Wolverine, Cable, and Wolfsbane on the cover. September 1992. Lord of the Wolves. Same team. Belandi's still on inks. Dredmund turns into Star Wolf, a cosmically powered werewolf, and orders the Starksboro werewolves to attack Capwolf. Capwolf's werewolf allies arrive and fight the Starksboro werewolves, while Capwolf frees the chained Dr. Druid. Cable finds Feral outside Starksboro and tranquilizes her. Cable investigates, finding the fracas in progress between Starwolf, Capwolf, and the werewolves. Capwolf stops Cable from slaughtering all the innocent wolves, inadvertently allowing Starwolf to capture them both. Manwolf takes the unconscious Dr. Druid to Dr. Nightshade's lab. He turns Nightshade into a werewolf to force her to find an antidote. Moonhunter frees himself and Wolverine. When they enter Nightshade's lab, a partially healed Dr. Druid wakes up and removes Dredmund's hypnosis over them. Joining the fight, they allow Capwolf to get close enough to Starwolf to rip the Moonstone from his throat. Cable crushes the Moonstone, reverting Dredmund to normal. All right, thoughts?
What happened here? Yeah, I still think the inclusion of Cable is so ridiculous in this.
I know.
Like, there's really, I mean, if you boil this down to all of its basic parts, there's absolutely no reason for Cable.
I
to
mean,
be
you
in
want
the story.
to boil down 1992 to a cover. Here it is. I mean, it's
Yeah,
Werewolf Captain America versus Cable.
yeah,
Wolverine in the
with
background.
Wolverine in the background. Yeah,
I'm surprised he didn't.
totally.
I'm surprised he didn't say Capel versus X Force's Cable.
He does mention X-Force though when after he tranquilizes Feral. He says it's a good thing I had little tracking devices implanted in all of the X-Force uniforms, or else I never would have been able to find you here.
Oh yes, yes. It's a good thing I low jacked my whole entire team. Yeah,
It's for your own good.
privacy. What's that?
Yeah, it's for your own good, team. Cable knows what's best. I loved that he injected Dr. Nightshade with the serum and
Oh
turned
yeah,
her into a werewolf. I was like, yeah, I love it. Yeah, have some of that. Have some of your own medicine.
that was a risky maneuver though. It's like, what if she like forgot turned into a werewolf and forgot how to take
Right. Well, it's a gamble, and it paid off.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was also surprised by Dr. Druid. I thought, like I said, I thought for sure that he was dead, or at least at death's door. Let's put it that way. But
mhm.
no, he used his abilities to stop the wound and prevent himself from bleeding out.
And
Pretty cool.
once again, excellent Rick Levin's art. You know, all these werewolves, including a starry wolf. Very good.
Star Wolf, yeah, looks cool. Yeah, looks really cool. It looks like, those weird 70s comics like Werewolf by Night and some of those, Son of Satan,
Mhm.
those weird 70s supernatural comics. This character looks like he could have stepped out of one of those in a
Oh yeah.
heartbeat. Yeah.
And I love that last panel on page 6 where like Jack Russell throws Cap. You see Cap like far away, and you see the shield, in the foreground, just like coming at him. Just
Yeah. Yeah, it's so good.
ooh,
And
shit.
even Cable looks good in this.
Oh my!
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of Cable, but yeah, Rick Levins draws a good Cable.
I know, pretty much basically shirtless, but just with the the two
Yeah,
things going. Yeah.
the 90s shoulder pads. Yeah.
But yeah, he just tries to gun everyone down, and Cap's just like, no.
No, these are innocent people. You idiot.
I love how he shreds the first the big gun with his shield, and then when Cable like kind of pulls out like a smaller pistol, Cap just like bites it.
Bites it. I'm glad you mentioned that, Phil, because my favorite panels in all of these issues are the ones when Cap Wolf is like growling and like baring his teeth, and they like, "Rawr," like, and he's snarling. Like, I think that is so great. Like, Rick Levins, the way that he draws that is so good.
But I mean, I guess that's just Cap being a master strategist. He's like, hey, I'm an animal now, you know?
Right. Might as well make use of these chompers.
Wild like an animal.
That's so good.
Oh yeah, it's just Druid just sitting up and undoing the hypnosis on Wolverine and Moonhunter.
Yeah. Wolverine, look at me! Wow, yikes.
Moonhunter and his Silver Surfer cosplay.
Or Moon Knight, depending on how you look at
Oh,
it.
true.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't want to put that moonstone on your throat, because that's the first thing that happened to John Jameson is Spider-Man ripped that off his throat. So
Yeah. Yeah, I was happy that we got to see Man-Wolf in this story. That made me really happy.
oh yeah.
Yeah, because I hadn't reading this as a kid, like I had missed all of that stuff when he was Man-Wolf in the 70s. And this was way before they did any reprints of that, so
I
didn't
like
read any of that stuff.
yeah, because Lilith and I talked about it when we did the original Man-Wolf story. I had read that, where it's like it was weird. It was like a reprint thing, but it was like it came with like a record. Yeah, kids, I'm old. Like an actual, I forget, it was like a 45 or something. Like they
Really?
yeah, like I forget. I think it was like a voice. You know, it was like a live read of the story and stuff.
No kidding.
And it came with like an actual comic book, but I just remember it as a kid. I read it. Oh, God, it's probably like 5 or 6. It scared the crap out of me.
Well, yeah, werewolf, definitely. Werewolves are scary when you're a kid. Yeah.
Oh yeah, just coming through the window. He's gonna kill like Jameson and stuff. And
Wow, that's cool that they had a record with it. Did they have like all the sound effects and things too? With the
I think so. Yeah, because I think I remember hearing like the rain and stuff. And yeah,
Oh, that's cool. That's
yeah.
really cool.
I wish I still
Yeah.
had that. It'd probably be worth some. It'd probably be worth some money.
Probably, yeah. They should do that more often. They should do like live reading audio adaptations of comic books. I bet that would be fun.
Yeah, because I mean, these days you could do like just like, oh, here's a code for a download of something, you know, like a
Right.
sound. Yeah, because like I can't see it now, but I got one of those like Batman pictures. You know, you put it together with the Legos and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But it also came with a like a download. It was like Jim Lee, you know, telling you about like the artwork and stuff, because it's based on Jim
Oh,
Lee
cool.
artwork and stuff. Let me see. Yeah, that Batman one up there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like an interview with him talking about.
Yeah, well, I forget how long it was, but yeah, it was like, yeah, you can listen to this while you're putting the thing together, and
Oh, that's cool. I
yeah,
love
it's
that.
basically Jim
Yeah,
Lee talked about the artwork and how they put the whole project together and stuff.
very nice. That's cool. Yeah, that's a great idea.
All right, so should we get to the backup and then we'll get to the epilogue?
Yeah, yeah. Let's go to Uncut Diamonds. Ooh.
Uncut Diamond. No kids. There's no Adam Sandler in this. So. Or what was that? Uncut Gems or something. The skeleton crew bring Crossbones and Diamondback to the Red Skull. He has them unmasked to prove their identities, then has a private talk with Crossbones. Jack-o'-lantern shoves Diamondback into a holding cell. Cutthroat threatens him against hurting her again. Later that night, Cutthroat reveals to Diamondback that he is her long-lost brother. All right, so, yep. So.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. Yeah, I like this. The art's different. The art's kind of cool. It's a different flavor. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot too. Yeah, it's not till next issue we get the big Crossbones Cutthroat confrontation.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big part of the next one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's not Larry Alexander. It's
Yeah, this is Kevin Kabasic.
Yeah.
Kabasic. Yeah, so different flavor on the artwork than the previous ones, but I like it. It's a nice change.
Oh yeah.
And then there's that great scene where the Red Skull's got his gun right to Crossbones' face.
I know. I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming part of it, I'm sure, is just that he has no skin on his head. But I mean, the Red Skull just looks crazy with those bulging eyes and stuff.
Yeah, bulging, maniacal, evil eyes. Yeah, definitely.
He's in a clone body of Captain America at this point, kids, but it has no skin. His head has no skin.
Another great Mark Grunwald concept, by the way. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and then at the end of this issue, did you notice there's a pinup by a certain someone? Your mother's a whore.
That's right.
Frank Miller and Bob Wyshek. Who should we get to draw Captain America? Oh, I know. Frank. Your mother's a whore. Miller.
Perfect choice in 1992.
I was reading, even on the app, they had that pin up in there. I was like, oh, I hear the button getting pressed already. Frank Miller. I'd forgotten about that pin up.
I did too.
Frank Miller. Nothing says stars, stripes, and your mother's a whore.
I really like that pinup, actually. That's good. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, especially
Yeah.
again, it's like, Frank Miller. It's no Wolverine cover.
You're right.
Oh, good Lord, kids.
Yeah, fast forward 30 years to the Wolverine cover. Oh my.
And again, I forget where I saw some article there like, oh yeah, you people shouldn't be bad mouthing Frank Miller. It's like, it's all art is subjective,
Yeah,
people like it or they don't
exactly.
like it. And right now,
Yeah.
most of the internet does not like that cover.
Yeah.
Especially
but
what
it's all right.
Especially what you're charging for comics these days,
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes, yeah.
It's a little
Sometimes
different.
the opinions are what they are, but so you have to look at that from different angles too. Like, ugh.
A little
Even
different.
it's somebody like me that's like, I don't consider myself like a huge Frank Miller fan, but even if I wasn't, I'd look at that cover and be like, ew.
I know it was kind of it was different when you were charging us $1, but I'm sure Frank Miller. I'm sure that's at least $4 or $5 there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate that it's not. It doesn't look like a lot of modern comics look the same. They are
Right.
art wise, but so I applaud you for trying something different. But
Yeah. This different wasn't what we were looking for.
No. All right, should we get to the last issue, this epilogue?
Yes, which ties into another big crossover, as fate would have it.
Yes, kids. Not only is it the epilogue to Man and Wolf, where we're going to cure Cap, but it's also the Infinity War tie-in. I mean, some books got like multiple Infinity War tie-ins. Mark Rural was like, nope, one issue.
That one, and it's not even going to be the whole issue either.
Issue, yes. Then it's just going to happen in the middle of a scene at the end of Man and Wolf.
That's right. For maybe 3 pages. 3 pages is all you get for this crap.
All right, so yes, kid. Yeah, you're gonna get 3 stories in Captain America 408. Captain America 408 from October 1992. The first story, Dark Dawn. By the same team. All right. Dr. Nightshade uses the antidote on herself and John, but before she can administer it to Cap Wolf, an evil Captain America doppelganger teleports in and attacks. Stabbed with the syringe in the confusion, Cap Wolf begins reverting to human form during the fight. Dr. Druid senses the doppelganger isn't really alive, so the now human Captain America impales the double on its own bladed shield. Later, as guardsmen cart away the villains, John tells Cap he has to quit due to feelings of inadequacy when surrounded by heroes. Moon Hunter, now free of Dredmund's influence, offers Cap and Druid a ride home. Meanwhile, a demolition man doppelganger attacks Dennis, but only the double emerges from the fight. He like
Ooh,
pushes him into the lake in Central Park.
yep.
But I love that. I
Looking
love
very Wolverine.
Oh yeah, I love Captain America. This fight, the fight that defeats his evil doppelganger in the midst of transforming back to human.
Can I catch a break here? God.
Strangling him mid transformation because it looks like Steve has like a big bushy beard. That's how
Yeah.
Druid's like, it's not alive, and Cap just like, all right, and just drops him into the field.
I wonder how relieved Captain America was to hear that. He's like, good, because I feel like dishing out some hate right now. I've been turned into a werewolf. I've been beat up. I've been shot at.
I mean, he still feels bad about it, but like, Druid's like, it wasn't alive. So
Yeah.
well, yeah. So he's been through the ringer the last day or two. So
yeah, get some of that tension out, Cap.
But I love that was the whole interaction this book had with Infinity War. 3 pages.
Yeah, it was like 3 pages, wasn't it? Yeah.
Take him down, boom.
Yeah.
I mean, some books.
I did like the spiky shield. I mean, I thought that looked cool.
Oh yeah. Because some books had like what 2, 3, 4 Infinity War issues. They're like,
yeah.
like, nope.
I think Fantastic Four had 3 or 4. Yeah.
Because again, I think with Infinity Gauntlet, not every book participated. I don't know if it was like your choice or whatever. Infinity War, I don't think anyone had a choice because I think it went through every book. So
even Moon Knight, even Moon Knight had a bunch, and Infinity Crusade as well. I feel like that was the same situation that affected everything.
Oh yeah. So Grunwald was just like, "Yep, here you go. There's your double. There you go.
Cool. 3 pages done.
We can put Infinity War in the corner there on the cover.
That's
there.
right. I love that so much.
Because poor Mark Grunwald, I mean, first you had to go from the Avengers crossover Operation Galactic Storm, which was good, but one crossover. Then it gets to do a summer event cap, the whole Man and Wolf, and then jump right into 3 pages of Infinity War.
From one big event right to another, yeah. And Operation Galactic Storm was a huge event. How many parts was that? Like 20 something?
Nah, it might have been like, was it 18 or something?
18,
but again, it went through all the Avengers books: Avengers, West Coast Avengers, Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, Wonder Man,
Quasar, yeah.
Basically, all the Avengers books and any solo member who had their own book, went through that. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love Operation Galactic Storm. That was such a great story.
We covered that on the Quantum Zone, but we should do that here at some point. Yeah.
Maybe we'll do that for another one of our big summer things where we cover a big crossover in the summer. Yeah.
All right. So, all right, let's get to some more backups. All right. Knight of the Knife. Cutthroat tells his sister Diamondback about his activities over the last 10 years and his intention to kill Crossbones. Later that night, Cutthroat tries to attack Crossbones in his sleep. Crossbones fights back and cuts Daniel's throat instead.
Ooh.
And then doesn't Crossbones make the joke? He's like, he lived up to his name.
Right. Yeah, he went and got his throat cut.
Jeez.
Yeah. I remember being really surprised by this too the first time that I read this in 1992, because it looked to me like they were building up Cutthroat to be something. Like he had gone through all of these trials to get as part of the skeleton crew. He killed those other 2 dudes in that gauntlet. And then he was making the moves on Mother Night and stuff and trying to console her. And then we find out it's Diamondback's brother. So I thought for sure that he was going to stick around for a while. And
another, it's like another fake out by Grunwald. It was basically like, he's going to bring back this one and done villain and, build him up into something. Nope.
And then kill him. Yeah.
But I like that art where they're fighting, just like the red panels, it's like in the dark and stuff.
Yeah.
It almost reminded me of like an action movie of the time,
Very much so. Yeah, definitely. And yeah, this is my favorite out of all of these backups with the Alexander artwork. This one was my favorite of his.
Oh
I,
yeah.
I thought it was really good. It was really moody. It looked different than his other art in the other backup stories. It looked very distinctive and unique and different. I loved it.
And then this was like a trope of comics at the time, not even Marvel, because I know they did this in DC too, where it's like where they show all the blood, but it's black instead of red.
Yeah. Yes. And if you notice too, in when Dredmund slit Dr. Druid's throat too, like the
Mhm.
blood, it was like brown. It was like it's like it definitely didn't look like blood. It was colored to look completely different.
I know, but in this backup, it just was like Crossbones like cuts Cutthroat's throat, and then just like turns on the lights. It looks like he's leaking motor oil. You know,
Right.
my brother was a robot. Oh, that would have been a plot twist. Oh, my brother was an LMD.
Yeah, the whole time.
Uh,
Yeah, even the blood on the blade is black. Yeah.
I mean, everyone follow the Red Skull's dress code. It's at least the women, no pants.
Right. Yeah. And then we get a third backup in this one too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because like I said, that's going to lead into the next story, which we're going to have to get to someday.
Yes, definitely.
And also a new costume.
Mm-hmm.
Joyride, because the Falcon has a new flight suit. He sees a stranger recklessly flying an Avengers sky cycle and brings him down to interrogate him. The stranger says he is Captain America's new pilot, and Fabian verifies this at Avengers Mansion. Falcon joins other reserve Avengers members in a debriefing about the Infinity War and Citizen Kang affair.
Citizen Kang. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of notes here. All right, the first story takes place prior to Infinity War #1 because Cap and Doctor Druid aren't familiar with the Magus as doppelgangers yet, and Cap begins Infinity War back in his human form. The third story is implicitly stated as taking place after Infinity War and Citizen Kang.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, of course, yes, Zach Moonhunter replaces John Jameson. Yeah, Captain America and the Falcon agree to become partners again. The Falcon also debuts in some new aerodynamic costume and wings.
Which I love, by the way. I love the Falcon's new costume. I know that the 90s gets a lot of stick too because of the way that a lot of
Everyone gets armor.
pre-existing characters got
Yeah.
these really extreme looking 90s costumes, but I thought this one for the Falcon looked great.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. No.
Yeah, I thought it looked really good. Look at a really streamlined, kind of sleek update. Because the Falcon has had some crap costumes, like that green one from the 70s
the
or
first one,
60s. It's like, oh god. And then some of the other ones, but this I really liked this one. I remember thinking, okay, this is a great costume for the Falcon. I love this. I can get behind this.
And the suit has like more gadgets, which makes sense. He doesn't have any superpowers
Right.
for the most part. I mean, I think he talks to birds pretty much.
Right. Yeah, but yeah, he needed a few more toys to play with, and I'm glad that they gave that to him in his costume.
Mm-hmm.
Had kind of like a suit of armor almost, but a little bit more of a costume than a suit of armor, I should say. Yeah,
Exactly. Oh, that's another storyline. That was another annual crossover. Citizen Kang.
I forgot about that one.
Captain.
That one had the anachronauts in it, didn't it?
I think so. I
Yeah.
hardly remember a lot of that. Yeah, it looks. Was it the 4 annuals? Oh yeah, it's like Captain America, Thor, Avengers, Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Citizen Kang. I love it. Yeah. Well, we should cover that one too.
Yeah, so that'll be another easy one to do. It's only 4 issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think after Atlantis attacks, they're just like, yeah, it's not kind of hard to do everybody's annual together. So let's do these smaller ones.
Yeah, let's do some 4 and 6 part ones instead of 15 and 20 part ones. Give ourselves a few less migraines every year.
It was always interesting to see, when it's like characters who had like nothing in common, like life form, which we're gonna get to. It's like Daredevil, Punisher, Hulk, Silver Surfer. It's like we start with Punisher, we get up to the Silver Surfer.
On the moon, yeah, on another planet, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. We kind of started Evolutionary War like that too. I guess if you're gonna include the Punisher in a crossover, you have to start with the Punisher.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Because
Yeah, the Evolutionary War had the Punisher really early on.
if it's someone who can go toe to toe with the Silver Surfer, I don't think Frank's walking away from that.
Right. If he does, he's going to turn into Frankencastle again, the zombie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Unless we're doing an all street level crossover.
Yeah.
All right. So, what did you think of this story, Justin?
I really enjoyed this. I mean, at the time, I did not like Infinity War. I thought it was dumb. I'm still not really the biggest fan of it, but I thought that it was a kind of a nice way for them to have like an epilogue issue for the Man and Wolf stuff and kind of resolve a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
I was still a little confused about how Cap was so quick to take in Zachary Moonhunter as his new pilot after they had just previously fought like three or 4 issues before that when he was in the employ of Dredmund. It's not like he was hypnotized by Dredmund. He wasn't under a spell. He was just working for the dude. He was his employee.
Oh, I thought they said he was hypnotized because that's what Druid.
Oh, was he hypnotized?
I thought Druid like broke his hold the same time he did Wolverine because he was like Wolverine, Moonhunter, look at me.
Maybe I forgot. Maybe I missed that detail.
I think it's implied. It's very quickly implied, but yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, it makes more sense.
Yeah, I'm assuming they did a background check on Moonhunter too, because there was some time passed between that first story and the third one. So
yeah,
there, the All of Infinity War and Citizen Kang took place between those, the first and third story. So.
Right, yeah, they must have. Yeah, I'm sure they did some background checks and stuff. But I remember at the time, I was thinking, wow, they just fought like a few issues ago, and all of a sudden he's Cap's pilot. Okay, cool, whatever. Is he going to keep the barbed wire braids with his mask and stuff too?
Oh, nice. That would have been awesome.
Yeah. We never saw the Moonhunter costume again, though. After
I don't think so. No, because I think he just like runs around in like a leather jacket and like sunglasses and stuff. Yeah.
Just got his aviators on. That's it.
No, man, they gave him the '90s uniform, the leather jacket.
Yeah, with the A on the shoulder, the Avengers jacket.
Yeah, I don't know if did he get an Avengers jacket? I can't remember, but it might have just been a regular. I can't remember, but
it was one of those '90s jackets, though. It was like that style with the rolled up sleeves and all that. Yeah.
Oh, did you see? I guess the new thing is to give the ladies the leather jackets because Power Girl's kind of wearing a jacket now, and I guess when Captain Marvel's new ongoing starts in September, October, she's getting a jacket. So.
Oh, no kidding! Oh, okay. The jacket's going through a revival, I guess. All right.
But it's so funny because this time it's Power Girl and Cap and Carol Danvers, so it's like somebody's copying off somebody. Somebody's copying off somebody's homework.
Or reading somebody else's emails.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They have spies everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be surprised Disney has spies everywhere.
That's true. That's why DC moved to California.
It didn't work.
We got to put some distance.
Still didn't escape.
Yeah. What did you think of this one, Phil?
Oh, I liked it. Again, I mean, it gets a bad rap, but again, it's still tame compared to what other stuff you're getting in the '90s at this point.
Yeah, definitely.
I just love there's so much time in there. Like Grunwald had like nailed down. It's like, okay, this takes place, before Infinity War. Okay, the next story takes place after Infinity War and Citizen Kang, because at this point, Cap's getting as busy as Wolverine, appearing like 6 places every month.
He's a busy guy, yeah. And about to get even busier.
That's why I think Cap took a leave of absence for the Avengers, just so Grunwald didn't have to keep track of what the Avengers were doing every month.
Right. And to be honest with you, I kind of liked that. I liked that when Cap took his leave from the Avengers and went off and did his own stuff. Because then when he did come back to the Avengers, like, oh, cool, Cap's back. He's been gone for like 6 months or so. I missed him. Like, yeah.
And again,
Absence make the heart grow fonder. Yeah.
exactly. And again, I know a lot of people don't like, when you don't have the big guns on a team or something, but it's like, just from people who've written stuff like Jerry Conway and JMD Mateus, like I knew it was, but they've confirmed it. Like, it's easier to write a team where no one has like their own monthly solo title, because then you don't have to worry
Right.
about what's going on over there.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, those are characters that do have their own solo titles. And so if you want to read about their adventures, those are available to you. I always liked it when the Avengers had characters that weren't the big three or big four or whatever you want to. Like, I always thought it was a nice showcase on some of these other characters that we didn't see a lot of every month.
Well, yeah, then you get, you can, get more stories on characters who, maybe they don't have faith that, the behind the scenes people don't have faith that these people can hold their own monthly title, but in a team book, okay.
Right, like the Black Knight. I mean, maybe he wouldn't work in his own solo book, but in the Avengers, he's great. Same thing with Hercules. I mean, maybe Hercules can't really carry his own like ongoing series or whatever, depending on who's writing him. But in the Avengers, he's perfect. Yeah.
What? Hercules can't carry his own monthly book?
What the F?
No, don't worry, Ray. I'm just using it as an example.
Oh my god! I wonder if we could get ready for 2 episodes next year. If like we do a Tigra episode followed by a Hercules episode.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
we'll get them for a whole month. I guarantee you. 1 week we'll do Tigra, next month Hercules, next the third week Madrox the Multiple Man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm telling you,
yeah.
we'll string him along for a whole month.
Oh, I would love that. Yeah,
Oh,
especially Hercules. If we do the Bob Layton Hercules stuff, I mean,
yeah,
I love that. I know that that's some of Ray's favorites too, but
and then maybe finish off the month with like Moon Knight or something. Oh yeah, or
Moon
Spider-Wolf,
Knight,
or
yeah,
Spider-Wolf.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we got him.
We got him. We got you, Ray.
Because he'll tell you he's busy until you pick the right thing, and then he's like, "Oh,
Yes.
I'll make time."
Yeah. I know he would make time for Hercules and Tigra, absolutely, and Madrox, yeah.
Oh man, maybe some X-Men with Forge. Yes,
Forge, yes, there it is.
Another one of his favorites. Yes,
you've got four episodes there. That's
drag him away from his gaming because he's been obsessed with what was that, Marvel Snap or something, or whatever. Like, yes,
he's bought all the expansion packs for that. I love it. Yeah. It looks fun. I wish that we could play. All of us could play together. I think we'd have a blast.
That's what I've always wanted to do, is get either like an online game or like some kind of board game and like play it virtually with everyone, like on a video like this or something.
Yeah, we could even make a episode out of it and have everybody watch us.
Exactly. Oh my god, can you imagine if it was like a Marvel game or something? It'd just be like, just have a war.
Yeah,
just a couple heroes, couple villains.
Yeah, he'd be playing with a Moon Knight deck, and you'd be doing Quasar, and
yes,
I'd be doing Namor, and
then Lilith just has Doom drop a nuke on everybody. Or
Doom,
something.
yes, she'd have a Doom. That would be her character. Yeah, I love it.
The petty college dropout, Dr. Doom.
Yeah, I can't believe that Iron Man stuff, the infamous Iron Man. I'm gonna have to erase that from my memory tonight.
Well, once again, it was Bendis. What do you expect?
Yeah, I know, but still. Oh. Yeah.
And I believe by the end of that series, Doom might have knocked up a woman, but I don't think we've ever come back to that.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh, Bendis, the luckiest day of your life was when Zeb Wells started on Amazing Spider-Man because that took you out of my crosshairs.
He moved down to number 2 on the list.
Pretty much, yeah. Because remember, kids, Zeb Wells, him hard in the ear. Zeb Wells writing his piece of Spider-Man stuff. All right. Anything else, Just?
No, I think we covered all the goods. Yeah, this is fun going back to Man and Wolf.
Oh my God, that's the other joke me and Lilith were doing last night because she mentioned something about Spider-Man's marriage, and I said, "Okay, Lilith, eat a Snickers. You're not yourself." I said, no, I want to recreate that Snickers ad with Lilith, but instead of a Snickers, it's like, "Here, Lilith, here's some rum. You're not yourself." She's like, "True, true."
I'm too young for this.
Wait, where's my stop?
or they hand her a joint instead.
Yes.
Yeah. You're not high enough yet.
Here, you're not yourself. Take a big puff. All right. So anything else?
No, I think I loved revisiting Man and Wolf with you, Phil.
Yeah.
This was super fun. Yeah.
Again, any Grunwald, man. Captain America, I'm here. I'm down.
Yeah, so much fun. And like I said before, this story alone is remarkable in that it made Dr. Druid kind of cool. Like he was actually pretty cool in this. Like I can't find fault with anything that Dr. Druid did in this story. And leave it to the great Mark Grunwald to take a character like that and make him interesting and neat.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to betray anyone or anything.
Right, yeah.
New lease on life. I guess I better keep my nose clean.
That's right. You can't mess up this time.
All right, kids. So next time, yes, one more Captain America episode. This time by Mr. Mark Waid. We're going to cover Captain America 4 through 7 from 1998, featuring Skrulls. I wonder why.
A little topical tie-in, maybe.
Secret Invasion. Oh, it's almost here, kids. Oh, I think it starts Wednesday. Was it Wednesday or Thursday? It's coming, kids. Almost here.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
All right, so yes. And then of course we'll finish out the month with our original plan, the first 4 issues of New Warriors.
Yes.
The original, yes.
Yeah, I'm super excited for that too. It's been quite a while since I've read these first few issues of New Warriors, so I'm really looking forward to going back and revisiting those again.
All right, so yeah, kids. So yes, send us your thoughts on those. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise, the Patreon. Once again, it's worth the price of admission just for that episode of A Drunk Little Hellfire covering Heroes Reborn Avengers. But again, all the old episodes are up there, so it's definitely worth your time and money. So yes, find everything.
Join me in the Patreon Elite, yes. And you get access to everything from last year, including the worst superhero movie brackets, which were also fun.
That's right, kids. Be cool like Justin and join the Patreon Elite.
That's right.
All right, so find it all at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. All right, Justin. Again, you're here every week. You join me on We Are the Night, the
Batman podcast.
Every the last week of every month, which Ray appreciates. But also, you record other podcasts with Russell, aka Paprika. So where can we find all that material?
me and that wild man Russell also record 2 shows together. Gamma Charge, the strongest podcast there is a show twice a month where we talk about everything to do with the Hulk and She-Hulk. And actually, by the time that this episode comes out, we will have reviewed the brand new Incredible Hulk #1, which is coming out, I think, next week. So I'm really excited about that. We also have a Patreon, so do check us out. We have bonus episodes over there. And we co-host with our good pal Ray, the High Priest of Khonshu himself, a show called Predator and Prey, a Yautja podcast. And that's once a month, and we talk about everything to do with Fox's Predator in comic books, movies, action figures, video games, and more. And last but not least, my project, actually by the time that this episode is out, hopefully my solo project, the Lost Library of Legends, which I have been talking about for the better part of the last year and a half, will finally be available to listen to on all streaming platforms, or at least most of them. Tap, tap, tapping my way downtown.
Yes, tapping his way all over the internet, kids.
That's right.
It's so salty.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Things in common, cannabis and comics and other things starts with C.
That's right, kids. He's a little Hellfire if she had a greater appreciation of 90s comics.
That's one of the few things where we differ.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah. You're willing to go the extra mile. All right, kids. Yes, thank you for joining us. Next week, next episode, Captain America 4-7 by Mark Waid. Cap vs. Skrulls.
That's right.
Then we get back to the 90s in 2 weeks with New Warriors.
Yeah. Can the Warriors come out and play?
90s. All right, come back next time. We're out of here, just like Cap when Infinity War shows up.